Hey guys, Jason here. I got my trusty shop dog Kenai here with me too. Today we're going to talk about something super important. We're going to talk about equipment setup for the small system, or also shield metal arc welding system. So the reason why this is so important is you can teach a monkey how to weld if they didn't have all that fur. Now, the hardest part about a lot of these processes is learning how to set up the machine. You learn how to set up the machine and troubleshoot. You want to be able to troubleshoot. You got it made. So let's go through how setting up the machine. And this is very simple. With stick, we are working with CC current, constant current. With some of the other welding processes, some of the wire processes, we're going to be working with CV current, constant voltage. Now, you'll hear the phrase DCEN, DCEP. Gotta know what that means. It sounds a lot more complicated than it is. So DCEN is DC electrode negative. DCEP is direct current electrode positive. We're not going to get into any of the other processes. We're going to try to stick with stick. All right. So with stick welding, you're always going to be on electrode positive. Electrode positive means that one of your two components here, your stinger electrode holder and your ground. So with DC electrode positive, your ground is going to be plugged in to your negative port on the machine. Your electrode holder is going to be on the positive. Easy to remember. DC electrode positive, electrode holder on the positive. And remember, with stick welding, you're always going to be electrode positive. I can't think of one instance why you would be electrode negative on stick welding. There is other processes where you're going to be electrode negative. Now, there's lots of welding rods that are AC/DC welding rods, which means you can run them on alternating current or direct current, whichever works best for your application. Now I'm going to tell you, this rod actually is AC/DC rod. You can run it on either. I don't necessarily like running any electrodes on AC current. We'll get into that. We'll get into that a little bit later. Here, it's actually an AC/DC machine that we can do just about everything on. We can do everything on this machine. This is kind of ultimate machine, in my opinion. Okay, so if you look, we got a few settings on here. We got stick, we got 7018 soft, you got some kind of dig settings. That's all we're gonna focus on right now. And we have a few different panels. Okay, this one right here, it says work. So that's where our ground lead is. And this one here, this is where our electrode holder goes. You see it says stick. Now it doesn't just say it, but this is, we put our electrode holder in here, will be DC electrode positive. We'll just ignore this one right now because that one's for wire. and we'll shut these other ones down. So with these connectors, here's my ground lead. This particular one has, that's a Tweco style fitting. You put it in and then you just twist it. Kind of nice. Now for our electrode holder, we're gonna put in the positive, put it in, twist it. Okay guys, I rolled out another machine here. Just compare size a little bit. This is the little brother. It can do a lot, but not as much as this great big generator. It's got advantages and disadvantages. Now, setting this up, I like pictures. You only have 2 ports on this one instead of 3. Right there, you see that's a diagram of stick welding. This other one's TIG. This picture here, that's kind of the universal picture for ground. So our ground lead, we are hooking up right there, and our stinger, we're gonna hook up right here. And a lot of machines, they'll have a basic setup like this. I don't have the option to do AC stick, which I don't like doing anyways. So I would just switch this to DC and I am ready to go. Now, that's gonna wrap this video up. This is basic introduction, and we will be using this little Syncrowave quite a bit because nobody wants to hear this loud, noisy generator. You guys won't be able to hear me. So stay tuned for the next video and we'll do some welding. Thanks for watching. All right, you guys got the basic principles. We're working with CC, DC, EP, constant current, direct current, electrode positive. You guys should be pipeline ready by the end of the week. Now you're set. Just kidding. It's simple, but there is a little more to it than that. But the concept is simple, and you want to be able to understand the difference. What is DC electrode negative? What is DC electrode positive? And that will come with time. The more that you do understand it and learn, it will apply and help. It'll complement each time you get to weld.